Good day. I'm looking for a reference called Of Hell by a man named Isidore Klowski. I believe it will pertain to
the Lament Configuration puzzle. I'm afraid we don't carry that volume, Professor.
I'm sorry. Have we met before?
We've never needed to.
You've seen this before.
Many, many times.
What can you tell me about it?
Little aside from what you already know. The box holds the promise of flesh and desire. It unlocks pleasures that dwarf the greatest gifts of the gods that you teach of could ever have offered. Pleasures that cannot adequately be described, only experienced.
Yes, but what else?
Pleasure doesn't interest you.
Pleasure interests me as much as the next man. My interests lie in its other rumored abilities.
And that's why the puzzle isn't yours to solve, and the pleasures aren't yours to experience. You lack the focus and the desire to answer Leviathan's call. You won't solve the puzzle, but you'll find someone who will. After all, even the toy maker's bloodline has its limits.
Toy maker? Who are you? How do you know about my family?
Who I am is no concern of yours.
Please, you must help me. I need to learn about the creatures that this box can summon. They killed my brother. I have to see. I have to know.
Your bloodline exudes two qualities: desire and temptation. Desire was your brother's forte. Temptation, deceit, power, those are your callings. You will use them to find someone who will solve the puzzle for you. Forget Klowski. This is what you've been looking for. Answers that you were meant to learn lie within it. Take it, it's yours.
My bones and my veins aren't real.
Professor?
Natasha. Thank you for seeing me tonight. Natasha, I'd like to bring you into my confidence on a project that I've been working on. 2 years ago, I came upon an artifact, a family heirloom long thought lost, whose origins are still somewhat mysterious.
What kind of artifact?
The artifact itself is a private matter. The relevant issue here is this. My investigation into the history of the family heirloom, I came upon this volume, whose authenticity I had verified through carbon dating. I spent several months trying to translate it, but your skills in extinct languages far surpass mine. Natasha, this is a remarkable theological find. I've been hesitant to share such a personal project with anybody else, but I'm asking you now to join me. I trust your abilities and I trust your discretion. Would you be interested?
Of course, Professor. it would be my pleasure.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Remember, discreetly and as quickly as possible. This will be quite a boon to your thesis work. Are we ready to order? It's been 3 months since Natasha disappeared from her sister's apartment. Now I continue where she left off. Her translation of this grimoire of the Gash was almost complete. Incredible. And there were angels who could not accept the lifting of man above them. And there arose a second war in heaven. And thus man was imparted with a soul, elevating him above all others. And as the mouth of man spoke the word, so did it serve as a pathway to the soul. And so did angels come to claim these souls and the names of their armies. And there was a labyrinth, created not by the hand of God, but by Leviathan. His children embraced order, flesh, pleasure, and pain indivisible in his service. And his Cenobites were bound by configurations of order. He who summons the magic commands the magic, unless he stands in hell's way. And an emissary will heed the call of Leviathan, but be in service to another. The emissary shall summon the gateway. And a prophet born of chaos and disorder shall be touched by Leviathan. The power to trap a soul and its host, to reanimate from death itself, even the power to induce visions, to create a whole reality in a person's mind. This text holds the key to more than just how to find these Cenobites that killed my brother, but possibly the power to control them as well. He who summons the magic commands the magic. Perhaps I am this prophet. I will find this emissary. This is my calling. This is my destiny.
My heart and my nerves aren't real.